All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We got the second game up and running. I said Omega's gone. He's tired. I get it, you know. But I decided to bring in Coop into this one as we got a Div A matchup here. And we're not going to waste too much time, all right? We're supposed to be starting in about, 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm just going to jump in and show you guys the lovely Div A bracket. And you got to look at the bottom as we are looking at these Urbanauts versus Telecommuters elimination match here. And Urbanauts, they're looking for their first win of the entire season right now, Coop.
Yeah, these teams had a pretty rough, first round of games in the playoffs as they are now in the loser bracket. But one thing I do want to point out is Urbanauts is unfortunately 0-8 on the season. But unlike the Telecommuters, they did take 2 games off of Rob's Crocs, who is no joke. So, despite what these two teams look like on paper, this should be a pretty damn good series.
All right, we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep it going quick here. Pull up the stats of Urbanauts. All right, they're 0-8. Yup, good job.
This is one of those teams that I am actually surprised at how bad they're doing, I guess, is how I'll word it. This team, individually, these players are by no means bad. Like, I don't exactly know what it was. Maybe they weren't really, hitting the chemistry and whatnot. But they did have a very, 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 very rough season. But taking 2 games off of Rob's Crocs, I think, is a testament to the fact that they can hang here in the playoff bracket. But they are gonna. It's an uphill fight.
It's an uphill fight, and they're looking against the Telecommuters, who they're sitting here pretty nice. Sit at a 4-4, which again, decent. But the question is, you're still in the lower bracket, so do you have what it takes to start to make that run to land? Because again, it's elimination, and so I don't want to say the entire regular season doesn't mean anything, but if Urbanauts win, who cares if they went 0-8?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's pretty weird. People play really, really strange in playoffs, especially. We aren't at the LAN stage yet, but LAN on top of that, people play really, really weird when their backs against the wall. So, but having said that, these 2 teams have their backs against the wall. Whoever loses this is out of playoffs. So a very, very, very important match here.
All right. Well, it looks like the players are ready. So I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to get into this one. And hopefully, like I said, the overlay works for me. If it doesn't, well, then we'll figure it. It almost never does, dude. But
average K-Tool stream.
We'll figure it out when you get there. Oh, piss off, bro. Get out of here.
I gotta do it.
All right, we'll see if anyone wants to join.
Oh wait, we gotta do predictions. I'm gonna say,
boys want to join.
No idea, but it gives me time to ramble. So
join.
I'm gonna say, honestly, with the amount of sweeps I cast, I hope it isn't. I'm gonna say 4-2 Urbanauts. Actually, I think they're gonna pull it off.
Are they? All right. Well, we love the overlay not working at all. So I'm gonna. Oh, there it just popped down. Okay,
there we go.
Well, who would change their name? That's the real question. Now I gotta do things, and we go 5 seconds in, and Parker's already scored.
Immediately. Look at this guy. That's what I'm saying. Urbanauts is not a bad team. They just, this is kind of a weird situation. Redirect from premate, but yeah, this is what you want to do. Take control early. Make the other team fight you.
Yeah, I respect it. So. Like I said, I'm going to work on the overlay stuff, and have you have fun with this a little bit.
I'll just ramble a bit. We got Whale Z Prime. What an L name, honestly. As we got Parker now bringing it upfield here for Urbanauts. Potential solo play in open net as he gets the double. Can he get the triple? This dude, check him for drugs. He's popping off. Everyone's favorite NDSU student. I can say that now that you're not a student, Alex.
Piss off.
But making the field his. We got Parker showing us the mechs early on in this series. This is what you got to do.
All right.
You got to show the teams that you belong here in the playoff bracket. Is the overlay fixed?
Overlay fix. You can shout out to Z-Wales. Changing his name to Z-Wales Prime is the reason stuff was broken. So thank you for that one. And Kicker is now who Tornadoes, whatever you want to call him. It was my old teammate. Finally figures out how to score. Cool. Thanks, bud. Yeah, I'm going to call him out.
Oh, my God. This is gonna be a really fun cast.
I'm excited, dude. This is gonna be fun. 30 seconds in, 3 goals. These guys can't go more than 10 seconds. So we'll see if that one continues here. I'm excited to see some incredible mechy plays. When you put Z-Whales and Prometheus and Parker in the same field, you are bound for some craziness to happen. And OTJ is just going to continue scoring. Again, we physically cannot go more than 10 seconds without scoring.
We're not even a minute in.
No, we're not. Guys, I want to make this a quicker night, all right? I'm going to be here till 1 a.m. at this pace.
If this ends up being a Game 7, this is actually going to take forever.
Oh my God, dude.
These teams love to put the ball on target.
All right, 17-13. They lost Game 5.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can keep it under 20 again.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Another one!
No. Oh my God! Parker now. Toes with something, and it actually works brilliantly. Parker just tapping this one in, and the Urbanauts. They I don't know. I can't. You can't say anything about, oh yeah, they were waiting for this one. No, this is not Rocket League. I don't know what to call it. OTJ might go for something here. He's gonna miss. We see it pop up from 1, but as I think we're gonna settle in just a little bit into this game, hopefully.
Yeah, these Game 1s are just, I say it every stream, but they're just weird. Like
Game 1 last series was rough.
I know.
I think we're gonna see another one. Okay.
Boys. World's fastest Brazil incoming.
Bro, if Urbanauts Brazil before 3 minutes on the clock, my God.
This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, despite what their score sheet says, these players are by no means bad. Like individually, each person on Urbanauts, I get my butt handed to, honestly. They're just really, really good players, and I think it's just a chem thing. But they don't really care right now. They're just hitting the ball.
You know what's crazy? You know who won the prediction contest? You know who won the prediction contest? Urbanauts.
Oh yeah, baby.
I didn't even predict yet. I'm predicting Telecommuters. I'm expecting this to be kind of like last game where the underdog team in the Pop-Up Pumpkins, they started pretty hot. Telecommuters or, Boost Injectors, they had a rough start, but then they figured it out. I'm expecting Telecommuters to take a couple games to get into it. Oh my God.
What?
That Breezy was nasty.
This is going to be a really fun cast.
Dude, I'm telling you, these two teams have, I think, 2, if not 3 of the most mechanical players in the entire league. I think the only one not here would probably be with Painted Heart. Like, genuinely.
Yep.
Maybe you could argue Corpse on there too, honestly. But, like, bro, this is just going to be a fun game to try to figure out how the heck these teams are going to plan on scoring. Because I don't think it's going to be passing.
No, I don't really see too much of that going on. As now Z-Whale trying to get a play mid. Unfortunately, no one is there. It's now OTJ bringing it out for Urbanauts. Sent back into their own half. Parker now gets some kind of weird ground pinch. Now Togs clearing it out. Parker with a potential shot opportunity here, as he does, unfortunately, with it.
He had to think that the defender was going to hit it, who went in between him and the ball. Like, I get why he did kind of let off there, but hey, big brain plan. If you can't hit the ball, just fake out the defender.
Just fake it, yep. EU fakes go hard in DIV.
Right, Carmine Corn coming in. Was that one might be on. Kicker trying to find a touch here, though. It's again, we finally started to set...
What? Stop talking. No, actually, though, this is a cracked angle. Like, that's a harder angle than it looks.
I would agree with that situation.
But, yeah, this is a rather wild game 1. 7 goals with 2 minutes left.
Well, this means also the Brazil is obviously out of the question now.
Yeah,
the question is, do we get 10 goals total here in game 1? I say yes.
I think we do.
Almost 2 minutes left, I think we're going to see 12 goals total.
That would be a record, I think.
It'll be something.
Now Togs trying to make a play here for Urbanauts. We'll take it up the wall. It's blown up by Pre-Meat. Oh, unfortunate for OTJ as he does jump, leaving Togs in a 1v3. Pre-Meat.
Oh, he's hitting these. He's hitting these.
Yeah, he always does.
Not on target. Now. Oh, this is open. It's open.
Open net for no one's there for Telecommuters. That was the look they were looking for. Togs off the ceiling. Can he get the double? He does. No one is there to receive it. As now Pre-Meat will bring it up the wall. Very, very good bounce for his team here. OTJ just carrying it over one. Pre-Meat now looking to take it up the wall again. These two teams just abusing the wall. Z-Whale shot on net, sent back out from Parker. Now Togs bringing it upfield for Urbanauts here. Looking for a play mid as Kicker sends it back into the offensive half. Pre-meet pre-jumping OTJ a little bit. As now Z-Whale with the shot. That is a clanger of a shot into the bottom corner.
What a chance here. So here's the question now. With 40 seconds left, this is where the thought actually starts to creep into your mind. It's like, is there a legitimate chance for a comeback here? Again, 40 seconds, 2 goals. This is now doable. And I think a lot of it is Urbanauts. They got some wacky, weird goals. Obviously, like you said, this is game 1. You're going to kind of expect a lot of those situations here. But now we're 30 seconds left. And Telecommuters are saying, hey, guys, maybe we should kind of start to actually win here. And it's going to be a good one here. Tibbles, appreciate the raid, my good sir. Hopefully you had a fun stream. Z-Whale still a little bit of an awkward touch here. Again, clock is going to be the favorite friend here for Urbanauts as they are looking to close out game 1 and not get scored on. Can they find an ice right here?
Get another one.
Togs is going to ice it. Question is, do they hit 10? But that is going to ice it. Game 1 going to Urbanauts here.
I mean, what a statement. To come up here as the 8th seed and just score. As of right now, there could, 15 seconds, that's a goal with these two teams.
It's 2 goals, bro.
6 goals, yeah. Oh, no. Is he going to... Uh-oh. Here we go.
He's not reading that.
I don't know. Parker might. Oh. Now, this will conclude game 1 for Urbanauts here. Grabbing one early as Z-Whale try to put a final shot on net. Will that land? It will. Game 1 Urbanauts.
Game 1 Urbanauts in a very, very odd fashion. But
999. He didn't hit 1,000. Honestly, boosted.
Disappointed. Just disappointed at that point. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the question is now, as we get into this one, Urbanauts trying to figure out, hey, how to win. And I'm going to just say it. That's a pretty good way to start.
Yeah, it's a very, very good way to start it. The confidence that they must be feeling right now. Now, it is important that, one, yes, having confidence is really, really good. But complacency is not. I see it all too often on the Mines team, especially when we win a game in a drastic fashion. We end up throwing the next one because we just think we can do whatever we want. So
can confirm.
I am curious how Urbanauts carries this momentum and how they maintain being careful with the momentum that they do have.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this goes hard in Telecommuters' favor. I mean, they gave up 4 goals in the first minute, right? Trying to figure out this team, and that's one of the hardest things. Is like if you haven't played a team for a long time, especially in playoffs, especially a team that's 0-8 and has absolutely nothing to lose in the lower bracket here. That's when they can be the most dangerous. That's when we've seen these Cinderella runs come to fruition here. So, but Telecommuters, now that game 1 has happened, I think they are going to settle down more and play a little quote-unquote more standard Rocket League.
Absolutely. I will say that when these two teams...
Told you.
My God. As I'm saying, when these two teams played in the regular season, it was a Telecommuters sweep. So I'm glad that it doesn't really seem like they're letting that win affect them. But it's Kicker with a nasty pinch straight into their net. But it's a good way to start game 2. You got to get the momentum back in your favor. And that is a hell of a way to do it.
Like I said, standard Rocket League, standard goals. So
standard
see what we expect here, but... We need to touch mid. A little bit awkward here. This is going to actually be a 2v1 counterattack. Parker, though, stopping the counterattack in its in its tracks. Parker, you just kind of made it a little awkward for your team there, bud. Z-Wheel's tossing in this goal. Parker, I don't think he expected to get that touch. No. But, I mean, it happens. And now Telecommuters, again, now they're 45 seconds in. Now they're up 2-0. And I don't want to say can start to cruise a little bit, but just say, hey, guys, we're vibing. We're feeling good. Game 1's a fluke. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your mind. Now we are in control as they think we rightfully should be.
Pre-meet now trying to get a little mechy. This is becoming an all-star game with the mechs coming out here. Now Togs bring that upfield.
It's not an all-star game.
An open net with the bump from Parker, but Pre-meet is able to get there in time. Hits it into the corner as now OTJ will clear it out for Urbanauts now with the... Was it a pre-jump that had to be,
It was 2 pre-jumps. It was 2 pre-jumps and 2 misses, which is probably the most Telecommuters thing possible. Shout out Z-Wheels for staying on the ground. But, hey, I was kind of expecting all 3 of them to go here. OTJ now up and over 1. I'm hearing the grass meta, by the way. I'm not sure which one of them has it. I think it's Z-Wheels.
I think it's Z-Wheels, yeah.
Oh, no, it's not Z-Wheels.
No, it isn't.
Someone has the grass meta.
Is it Kicker? Oh, almost a nasty pass over to Tobes from Parker, but unfortunate team bump for Urbanauts, leaving them in a really awkward spot with a Shadow Realm send by Pre-meet. OTJ popping it up high. Can he get some kind of reset play going here? He does get the reset, is unable to use it as Toes.
It is kicker.
Looking at 50 kicker. Kicker with the grass boost, the beautiful lawn clippings, isn't able to get it on target.
Oh, wait.
Parker clearing it out with Toes. Premate sending it right back into the offensive half here. Telecommuters doing a really, really good job. Oh, uh-oh. As I say this, Parker, potential 1v3, is unable to convert, but Telecommuters doing a good job of keeping pressure. As was that Parker own goal or OTJ?
I think that was
a Toge's own goal. That's so unfortunate.
I mean, like, you have to go for it because, like, you're gonna.
You can do there.
Okay, people will say that's an own goal, but it's like, I mean, if I don't touch it, he's gonna score. So like, the ball's going in the net either way. So I don't necessarily count that as an own goal, but either way, I count that as a goal. And Telecommuters are up 3-0 right now. Urbanauts, after getting 5 last game, they can't buy a goal now.
No, I think you were correct with your prediction of this game being very lopsided in the Telecommuters' favor. I don't know if it's a nerves thing on the side of Urbanauts or just Telecommuters understanding, hey, we're better than these guys.
I mean, I showed you the stats earlier that I, hand draw myself. Like, there's a reason that Telecommuters is going to take this. Right?
That's wild. That is true. There were some pretty good stats shown. But,
all right. I believe I said we have meat, twirly boy, and large fish.
And large fish. So, that is correct.
All right. Z-Wills. A little awkward here. Premium now trying to figure out how he wants to handle this one. OTJ taking a 50, actually just whiffing that one. Togs again with no boost. Togs has been, I think, such a third man in so many situations, but I think the biggest thing is with Z-Wills and Premeat on this field as well as OTJ, there's not going to be any boost.
Kind of have to, yeah, I was going to say you kind of, is that on target? No, okay. It is really weird playing with two, or I guess not even two, just this whole lobby are you serious right now, Parker?
This is probably the fastest lobby you can get. Like, legitimately, this is boost so fast. It's open. It's open. Pumpkin, it's open. It's open. Can he make the shot? Can he make the shot?
But yeah, no, like, boost is a hot commodity in this lobby. As kicker sending in goal number 4 here in game 2 for Telecommuters.
I'm telling you, this is just going to be a heavy Telecommuters game. And no, I don't want to say now they can start to relax because I don't think they give Urbanauts a game. I genuinely think game 1 was a fluke, and Telecommuters, they have kind of locked in here, and they're going to play smart, more standard Rocket League. I think Premeat's going to find a triple tap, if not just toss this one in. Parker, incredibly awkward. That's a good pass to kicker, though. You see an even better turn. Z-Will is now forced to go back. Parker, can he find the angle? The net is open, but Z-Will is doing a great job. Now, we're under a minute left here, and obviously Telecommuters are going to take game 2 here. But I think the difference is they took it in such dominating fashion compared to game 1.
Yeah, like, Urbanauts can't even, the pass before someone from Telecommuters is just in their walls. It's not even the fact of, oh, hey, we're down 0-4. It's we are getting suffocated and literally cannot get any offense going. I mean, I don't even think the ball has left Urbanauts half for like 20 seconds. It's just, well, there it is. But then kicker, sending it off the backboard. This could be a potential shot from Parker.
OTJ's got no boost.
Oh, no. That's, okay.
That's what we call free for someone like Premeat, who literally using every single ounce of boost. My man hit that double tap. The first touch, he had like 6 boosts left. But he's so consistent, putting in 5, and he's just sitting there. They're smiling, they're vibing. And as far as like a vibey team, I think as far as Div A goes, Telecommuters might be the highest up there in terms of like emotional.
Agree. Yeah, last semester it was me, Z-Whale, and Jivo, and we were terrible. One of the worst Div A teams I've ever witnessed, straight up. But we had a damn good time. Z-Whale is so much fun to play with. Like I said, we performed horribly, but the atmosphere is just really, really good. And I'm pretty sure Z-Whale and Kicker are both USD teammates. So
they are, yes.
But yeah, I mean, what an absolute way to win. 5-0 is a dominant fashion.
I'm looking at the stats here, and it's like every one of them having 3 shots, and I'm looking at Urbanauts like, you guys, you got 6 goals is what it was last game. You didn't even get 6 shots this game.
I know. I don't know what you do, honestly. Telecommuters is doing such a good job of keeping that pressure and keeping a third man midfield so that you can't just get like a booming clear, because that's what Urbanauts has been trying to accomplish, is these heavy, slam it downfield clears. You can't do that against a guy named Pre-Meat House, right? He's gonna send it right back and then air dribble it into your top corner. So
yeah,
curious
like
to see
I said,
how Urbanauts works around the defense.
It's this fastest team, and I think the only way to beat this team, I think genuinely, is to be as fast as them and implement some demos, because like Telecommuters basically rely on everyone being so fast around the field and getting their recoveries on point that if you do get some demos like this, like obviously Kicker did get back in time, but if he's a millisecond late to that, they get a goal directly off of a demo here. Oh my god, that looked unique.
God,
I don't know what that was. But,
I don't know.
Yeah, right? But the biggest thing I think that surprises me, and this is a little bit of bias coming out of me, is I played with OTJ last season. My dude should have been the captain. He was playing the best Rocket League I've ever seen out of him. Absolutely insane. And now, it's been a rough season.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing to think about, is just the difference between individual players. I'm by no means saying that OTJ is a bad player, but to go from a season where you almost make LAN, at least you work on the LAN walkout, and like 0-8 the next one is pretty debilitating. But maybe they can not care and bring it back. But this game is already looking a lot more
see if we
tame
can
than
get a double tap, but OTJ can't find it. We saw even a double commit here. Parker now in an incredibly awkward situation. Pre-Meat, though, not getting the first touch he wanted there. Now we see potential overtime, getting a little bit of a counterattack here, getting some demos. We are seeing much more demo attempts coming out of both teams, actually, as this one opened for a split second, but overtime, Jesus not able to find a good shot on target here. Pre-Meat looking for anyone mid. Kicker's jumping for this one. He only had like 10 boosts. Not sure if I liked him going for that one, but again, the counterattack potential, that deep third man of Urbanauts is causing so much chaos.
Yeah, I mean, like Urbanauts and Telecommuters, like we've been mentioning, very, very fast teams. And one thing that you need to notice is rotation mistakes. When you have really, really fast players and you have a really unfortunate mistake on rotation, the counterattacks that can result are pretty gross, as we've seen in these, past 2 games here. But this one is already looking,
It's open.
As I say, much more tame. That's an open net for Telecommuters, but yeah, I mean, these two teams are starting to feel each other out, I think, and adapt in like the demos and stuff that we've been seeing. But fantastic shot from Prometheus.
But I think it's really good that you brought up the demos, because I mean that's exactly what we're looking at. Is we're seeing so many more demos on that third man. If Urbanauts, we know, are going to leave their third man back, and like I don't want to say necessarily be a lot slower, but like really being methodical on when he challenges. If you demo him, the first 2 players are being so consistently upfield without boost, being so aggressive, they won't be able to get back. So I think Urbanauts is very, very susceptible to demos here, which I know Pre-Meat really likes to go for. But also Parker and OTJ go for quite a few demos of themselves. And then you look at Togs, who got the most demos out of anyone last season, and you look at the Urbanauts team in general. How are they not getting more demos to cause more chaos?
I don't know. I think it's a... like, it might even just be a mental thing of, hey, these guys are too fast. We can't catch up to them to bump them, right? But I think the quicker... Oh, boy, here we go. Modern Warfare incoming. The quicker that they realize what works, the faster they'll score. And there it is, as we have 1-1 with just 1:45 left.
Instantly off a demo, and Pre-Meat doesn't have any boost. We see a good 50, and then again, just speed, which I was very fortunate he didn't team bump him out of the way there. But it is the aggressiveness and every ounce of boost. I don't want to say they're forcing them to use, but like no one is allowed to sit still and no one is allowed to hoard their boost.
Yeah, I am curious to see, because I know when I play super fast, I get really fatigued, especially in like a best of 7.
Sure.
And then I start to make I make mistakes anyway, but when I am fatigued, I make a lot more mistakes, and I really hope that these two teams can keep the consistency up throughout this entire series, because the last thing I want to see is us get to like a game 7 and then it's like,
Ugly.
15 goals.
Remember we talked about over-committing and then the third person not able to get back because of a bump or a demo?
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex.
That's crazy,
I mean, that's a really good goal from Urbanauts here. Just trying to secure this game. What you don't want to do is go down in a best of 7 early, because it's really, really hard to kind of bring it back. They do get a, I don't even know how long the timeout is.
Oh my
honestly.
God.
That's a beautiful pre-flip from Z-Whale. That's my captain. As now, pre-meet, can he get the double? He cannot. Off the backboard. As
Oh, no
Z-Whale doesn't
boost.
get the first one, but it was an EU fake as Ticker putting it on net, sent back by Parker, who will bring it upfield for Urbanauts. Prometheus bringing it back downfield. 50 with toes, sends it popping high off the wall. Z-Whale, can he get a solo play? He pops it over 1, over 2. This is on net. Parker over to Toes in the corner. Kicker's re-jumping it, because why not?
That's a good shot.
That is a very, very good angle.
Ooh, this is counterattack, though. This net is
Transition.
wide open
That is in
again. This is too many
I mean-
times that Telecommuters are getting too aggressive with every single person. They're getting frustrated that they're not scoring. But now, back-to-back goals they've given up on basically just open net clears, and Urbanauts says, thank you very much. We'll play defense. Fine. Telecommuters, I think they're getting a little frustrated that they didn't dominate like they did in Game 2, but they need to be calm, cool, and collected. Otherwise, I don't say like the vibes will go bad, but I mean, genuinely, if they start to lose another game after just like some quote-unquote BS like this.
Are we going to talk about this pass? Hold up. Watch this. Look at OT. Well, my replay. Well, that okay. Well,
That's
the
a great
replay didn't really
pass.
do
Dang,
that justice.
dang.
But
Look at
that's
that grass. That's
Look at
crazy
that.
grass. Honestly,
Look at
dude, look at this map.
Number one
Like,
texture.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that texture.
This is
look
why
at
I
that.
paid $20 for this game.
Bro, look at that copy paste texture. That Rocket League grass just. It's the closest thing these kids will get to touching grass.
Do it, Dokes. Do it. Nice shot. I mean, I don't.
Good talk.
Yeah, I don't know what we're watching. It's just Urbanauts taking control again, like they did like in the first game.
Urbanauts literally waited till the last 30 seconds to score like 4 goals.
Yeah, I'm gonna score 4. Yeah, I mean,
So-
if it works, it works, I guess. But
No team has won by less than 3 goals.
I wonder.
Just saying.
I was thinking about keeping track, but oh, that's in the net again. That's it. That's another one. What is going on?
I'm telling you.
Someone in chat keep track of how many goals are scored, because honestly, I think we're almost to 20.
This is actually ridiculous. Okay, so it was 6-3 the first game, so that's 9 right there. We've got
9.
7 right here, so we got 16 goals.
16.
There were definitely 4 goals
There were
at least scored
definitely
in 2.
4 in the game,
so
too.
we're at
Yeah.
20. We're at 20 goals in 3
In 3 games.
That's crazy. Yeah, look at 9-5-7.
9-5-7.
That's my God, dude. I don't
21.
understand.
Yeah, my math is correct. 9 plus 10. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Yellow Dog.
Oh my God. That's honestly, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, 21 is crazy.
Yeah, it
21
kind of just
goals.
seems like all it takes for Urbanauts is just 1 or 2 goals, and they just carry it. Like, I don't know. And I think it's one thing that Telecommuters needs to work on is a lot of the reasons that they're getting transitioned on is because they're slamming the ball. Like, I'm pretty sure the last transition goal that Urbanauts got was just because I think it was Z-Whale slammed it off the corner, and it was just the most wide open shot in the world for Parker. But
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've even seen Telecommuters actually get a goal.
okay, here we go. Okay, I thought you were about to caster curse the hell out of that one.
No. Name one time this series, not last one, that I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Glad you specified.
I had to, because it was...
I gotta say, I can't give you an example. I really can't.
There you go. We see
OTJ
more solo
making
plays.
a play.
Ooh, he's got... Yeah, I was going to say, he's got no boost to work with here. But I think a lot of this has to stem from Telecommuters again. They want to be so aggressive. They want to be so mechy. But the same reason they've lost games is they get over-aggressive. They get annoyed when their mechs aren't on point. And I think sometimes they rely too heavily on their mechanics, that they can be beat if a team is aggressive. And if you stop their mechanics, then you'll get the second and third person to commit. That's when you're getting these easy, free clears that turn into goals from Urbanauts.
OTJ now looking for anyone mid. No one is there. As Parker will get a 50 off the wall. Potential shot opportunity here for Kicker. We got Togs now trying to bring it up. Gets a bump onto Z-Whale. Pre-meet with a potential bump on Parker. Does not get the bump. As now Urbanauts transition into a 3v1. Togs now bringing it upfield. Tries to get it over Kicker, but he does pop it high as Prometheus pre-jump doesn't go as planned. Now Z-Whale hitting it into the corner as OTJ is patiently awaiting it. Togs trying to get some kind of offense here for Urbanauts. Parker with a shot on net, sent back out by Prometheus. Now Z-Whale trying to get a nice little solo play here for Telecommuters. Gets it past one. Parker clearing it out over to OTJ. Kicker sending it back into the Telecommuters half. Almost on net. Parker is there once more for the saves. One thing I will mention is Parker has been playing extremely solid on the goal line here. I think he had 6 saves in game 1, and he's already at 3 right now here in game 3.
Yeah, I think he's letting Togs and OTJ just do a little bit more go upfield, make chaos happen. Because it's working as we're seeing this.
What?
Chaos
Okay.
is happening, but I
Game
don't
4,
understand.
baby.
Telecommuters, what is going on defense?
I mean, goals like this are the hardest pills to swallow because there's no excuse other than
They're all laughing because all 3 of them missed the ball so clearly. It wasn't just like, oh, one person bad. No, every single one of them just whiffed. So that, I think because of that, all 3 of them, it's a little easier to swallow. They can kind of laugh at it. But you can laugh all you want. It's now been about 8 minutes of gameplay, roughly, that you found a goal.
Premeat trying to... Oh, okay. Premeat's dead. Unrelated. OTJ looking to get a reset off the backboard. Gets the double. This dude. I think people underestimate, like, overtime Jesus. I know he doesn't really play the game as much as he used to, but the dude is as cracked as ever, especially with the passes. He loves to hit his teammates. And we're really seeing that here in this matchup. This is so mechanical. Togs clearing it downfield for Urbanauts as now Kicker looking to make a play with negative boost in his tank.
I think one thing you need to remember is it's so potentially mechanical, but no one's yet to really hit the mechanics.
Yeah.
They're going for stuff, but there isn't the boost on the field.
There were a couple shots early in the series, but it's died down. All right.
No one's hitting mechanics.
Oh my God! Parker tried to shut me up real quick. But Premeat now trying to get something going for Telecommuters here. Parker with a hit off at Togs. Not the greatest touch in the world. Is now Kicker backflip nation over to OTJ, who will clear it out here for Urbanauts. All they need to do is survive for the next minute 15, or
save.
Parker tries to put one on net, sent back out by Z-Whale. Togs doesn't get the touch he wants, and Kicker slides it right past him and Parker. 1-1 on quite a dunk.
That is not the 50 you want from Togs, obviously. That entire game, all the potential mechanics, and all it takes is one bad 50 from Urbanauts to give Telecommuters back into this one. And again, I think something we haven't really even mentioned. If Urbanauts end up winning this game, they are on match point.
I just looked at that, yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, no, you know, 3-1 is not a position you want to be in. Well, I should say 1-3 is not a position that you want to be in. Granted, the last game is the hardest to win, but it's still not a great feeling when the ball's in your court.
Boost. Absolutely zero. Togs is awkward. We're seeing bumps on the goal line. Z-Will's now. He's really got to buy time. That is not a good clear. That might be open. It is wide open net. And again, the 3rd man from Telecommuters just making poor decisions.
I mean, it's hard to even tell who it is because I feel like it changes every time. It's just they get in a rhythm of hyper offense, and then someone somewhere screws up.
I think if you're noticing, when Urbanauts do slow the ball down, oh my God. Okay. When Urbanauts do slow the ball down, that's actually when Telecommuters really struggle. They don't know how to handle it. And that's when we're seeing those really awkward, bad 3rd man touches, which are leading to direct goals. Again, we're seeing more demos. Kicker's looking for the Z-Wells. This has to be on target. He had the boost and just whiffed it. Togs now. That's a poor touch. And again, with 5 seconds left, Urbanauts might be going on match point here.
Moment of truth here. 0-second goal. Can Telecommuters get it? OTJ in the corner. Sent back by Kicker. Now Z-Whale just trying to... Oh, all right. Parker says, nah, fam. No, wait, no. I hope that's a car change and he doesn't...
I will assume...
I sent him I put a message in. Yeah, okay. It's a car change. But, I mean, what a way to end it. Parker just saying, nope. This one is mine.
So
Sean.
remember, these teams have timeouts.
They do. I don't think I have seen a timeout.
I don't think we're going to
in playoffs.
Dude, Div A doesn't like to use timeouts for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like an ego thing. I know there are definitely some players that don't like to use timeouts.
Like Mr. Braden, Mr. Remzik.
He is, dude. There's been times on LAN when I'm like, all right, guys, what do we need to do? And I look at Remzik and he's just like,
not call timeout.
No, he literally just says like, I just play faster. I don't know. I'm like, all right, team, we got this.
Use that, bro.
Let's go. Yes, dude.
Yes, dude.
Use that. Adversity.
Use that. He's got about 8 words in his vocabulary. He just changes the order.
Dude, honestly, yes.
NPC.
Yes,
no, one thing I want to mention, though. Telecommuters have the ability to win these games. They're just giving Urbanauts the freest of opportunities. One thing I want to point out as well, Urbanauts had 10 shots this game. I'm pretty sure they had like 2 last game. So all Telecommuters needs to increase is their offensive pressure, or it's not even their offensive pressure. Just make sure that Urbanauts can't get easy clears.
No,
that's literally the only way that they're losing right now.
No, I agree. Every single goal, we aren't seeing crazy passes. We aren't seeing crazy solo plays. It's literally just a bad touch from Telecommuters on defense or just through in the mid, and we're seeing Urbanauts just get good clears that are on target. They are taking advantage. You have to give props to Urbanauts. They are doing exactly what is needed of them, given what they're being given from Telecommuters.
Absolutely. Now it's kicker hitting it into the midfield. Now Parker receives it in the corner, immediately rejected by Prometheus. Now OTJ off the ceiling, gets another touch, past 1. Can he get it past 2? Kicker, the push, 50 into the midfield, as now Togs trying to make a play, but is sent back out by Kicker. Now Kicker over to Parker, who has an opportunity here for a shot that is on target, rejected by Z-Whale. Free meet now off the ceiling. This is already looking like a good game. Togs backwards, gets sent back by Prometheus, who also bumps Parker, but no one is there for Telecommuters. In this game, just off the bat, seems like Telecommuters are playing it a lot slower. I don't exactly know if that's a good idea or not, but they haven't given up a transition goal yet, so maybe they're moving in the right direction.
Hey, it's not bad so far, but again, as we see more demos happening here, Parker now trying to go for maybe a solo play. Z-Whale is just, again, now they're playing a little bit more of the boomer game and not going for as many crazy mechanical plays, but again, we haven't really seen the craziness work for them as they're almost giving up another goal there.
Crucial bump from Kicker now leaves OTJ in a 1v3.
That's a double commit.
Yeah, that is
and again, a bad touch from the third, and it's possibly going to leave in a goal. It's literally just copy and paste.
Oh, no. Well, as you can see, folks, Orange can also overcommit. That's a great bump from Prometheus, actually, onto OTJ. But we have Telecommuters. They need this goal, and they got it, but this is a goal that is absolutely crucial because it now says, okay, now it's our turn to have momentum. What are you going to do about it?
Okay, first of all, Telecommuters obviously doing a very good job. So right now, trying to figure out how do we start to get back into the series. They need to win 3 games in a row. And hey, they got to step 1, which is at least getting a first goal here. As OTJ going to be taking his time. That's going to be going after the ceiling. Is then even there to follow up, though? We saw basically a pre-jump from pre-meet. Now this is getting dangerous. More demos happening on the field here. Togs just bullying Z-Whale. Z-Whale is facing the wrong way, though. Begging pre-meet to take this one, which he does, but he's got no boost for this one. Z-Whale's now taking control again. He does have the card change. He's in the Octane now. We'll see if that does make a difference for him.
Now Urbanauts building some pressure here on the Telecommuters. Fantastic shot from Togs as it will be sent out from Kicker. Now Z-Whale clearing it downfield, playing the boomer ball again. Can he get a 50? He pops it up high. Is now Overtime Jesus looking really uncomfortable in the corner now. Prometheus with a nice little pre-flip. Now Parker clearing it downfield. Does not get the touch that he wants. It's open with a pass over to Z-Whale, who will drain it for 2-0 Telecommuters.
2-0, like you said. And that, I think it's just an awkward touch from Z-Wells, which then forced Togs to hit an awkward touch. And he was kind of left alone on an island there, trying to figure out, like, hey, guys, I need some help here. But, hey, this is something we haven't seen in a long time, which is Telecommuters with a 2-0 lead.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it was game 1 that we saw that. Or, excuse me, game 2 was when, the first one that they won. But, yeah, that's a really good point to bring up, is just this newfound momentum. Or, I guess, oh no. Prometheus off the backboard. His kicker there, he is able to get it mid. But now, Prometheus with 0 boost will be supported by Z-Whale. Bumps his teammate anyway. Now kicker trying to get it clear here for Telecommuters as Z-Whale brings it up and over. Kicker now,
no
that
way.
is that a pinch or was that a cracked redirect?
I'm going to have to see the replay on this one,
review.
but booth review on this one. Either way, it's such good. That's just, I think, a touch from kicker. That's just a crazy redirect bar down. A little bit back to the vibiness, which is what I'm expecting and like to see from these boys. Now, 3-0 Telecommuters. This is something, again, like I said, we have not seen in about almost 20 minutes of gameplay. Not
the greatest touch from OTJ as Parker is able to clear it. Parker gets a nasty bump.
This is open.
On the kicker. Z-Whale with the freest of nets because Prometheus is an animal. What just a play.
Disrespect from Prometheus to go for Togs on this one. I mean, Togs, again, we've talked about it before. Togs is left all the way back alone to fight this like 1v2 battles, 1v3 battles. He needs some help on defense.
Yeah, Togs is very, very good on his own. I know he plays a lot of ones, but that's not exactly helpful in a 1v3. As Parker now, potential play, doesn't get the touch he wants for the pass, but Prometheus trying to get a play here for the Telecommuters as OTJ brings it up the wall. A nice little double commit from Telecommuters. Now Togs and Mr. Z-Whale battling it out in the corner in favor of Togs. Can he get a second touch? Gets it under Prometheus. Double pre-jump by kicker. Leaves Z-Whale in a 1v1 with Parker. I wish that on no man. But luckily he is able to save it.
Is that in?
Open net from Urbanauts. This game is wild. Now,
indeed.
we got Togs and Z-Whale in the corner. Togs over the second one. OTJ is up early, but it is off the crossbar.
No way.
Easiest goal in the world for OTJ.
Sometimes they get one for the road, though.
Yeah. This game is most certainly over. I guess technically it isn't, but realistically, you go next if you're Urbanauts here.
Like,
but
technically, realistically, you know, if you're
I
being
don't know,
realistic,
no.
like hypothetically,
18 seconds.
You know, hypothetically, it's not over. As we see, pre-meat got demoed, meat got spoiled, and they had to throw him out.
10 seconds left here in the 5th game of the series. We have Telecommuters trying to get these next 2 to get their spot in the next match, as this is an elim game. Whoever loses this match is out of playoffs. There is no better time to work on your gameplay.
Glad indeed. As we see, again,
60 touches.
Step 2 complete. Yeah, Z-Wells went crazy, but hey, again, now we got a 2-2, or we got 2-3. So again, Telecommuters,
2-3.
Gotta win 3 in a row. Step 1 is done. Question is for you. All right, I'm looking at Urbanauts here, and obviously you got beat that game. I think they need to not leave Togs on such an island so much. Like, yes, their best 2 players in OTJ or Parker are just going upfield and just trying to figure out, like, hey, how do we manage this? We're gonna do the offense ourselves. But mechanics haven't been on point for them, and you need to rotate back. So Togs needs a little bit of help. Now, maybe it's turning into... I personally, I liked Parker back as that 3rd man and letting Togs and OTJ kind of go up crazy. That worked very well for them in the past. Not exactly sure why they switched it that last game.
I'm not sure either, but yeah, adding on to that, Parker is a... You know, like, everyone talks about his, like, offensive mechanics. The dude's a man. He gives me Heat Assassin vibes, honestly. Like, he's really, really cracked just mechanically, and, you know, he's also pretty smart when he wants to be anyway. But he's really good on the defensive end. That is true. It's the greatest team in the Midwest. But now Togs trying to get something started here for Urbanauts, as they do want to close this series out here in Game 6. Parker now. Nice little 1v1 with Z-Whale. Gets it past 1. Can he get it past 2? He can, as it's 50'd immediately by Z-Whale. OTJ off of Z-Whale in the midfield with a nice little touch over to the corner. Prometheus doesn't get the touch that he wants. Leaves Parker in a spot to peek. Gets it mid. No one is there for Urbanauts as Togs blows up 1. Prometheus now with a full tank of boost. Looks to get it past mid. Parker is there as the third, like we mentioned. Able to get a nice little clear. Togs now back upfield for Urbanauts as Kicker just trying to be a pest on the ball. Prometheus, nice little touch. Over to Kicker. Can he get it back to Z-Whale? Interesting touch from Urbanauts. Clearing it all the way downfield. Prometheus now with Parker on the ceiling. Gets it past 1. Can he get it past 2 with 0 boost? Overtime Jesus sending it back. Great bump out of Parker, which leaves Kicker in a 1v2. Is able to pop it over to Prometheus, who pops it back up for Kicker. This is just so fast-paced, and I am all for it.
They've stepped it up big time. OTJ now in a 1v1. Goes for a pop. Pre-meet, though. Having his time. We see a little bit of awkward double commit. I think Z-Wills wanted to leave it for pre-meet, but didn't know how he wanted to handle this one. Shot on target, easily blocked away by Parker. Pressure still happening here. We see basically OTJ dunked it by not doing anything. Prometheus, can he hit the angle off the backboard? Unfortunately, couldn't get the touch. But again, they're going for the max. They just haven't hit. As we are now, this is the longest I think we've gone in a game without any team scoring.
I hate that we said that now because Urbanauts is going to score here shortly. But, oh, maybe not. But now Togs.
That's not a great touch, though.
Greatest clear. Now Kicker trying to hit it over to Prometheus, who does clang it off the corner. OTJ, pretty sure he pre-jumped that. Parker now, interesting touch off the backboard as it goes back over to OTJ. Parker pre-jumping like the absolute menace that he is with negative boost.
Again,
Back
too many
pass.
times, I think Urbanauts, they're going for these crazy pre-jumps with no boost.
Yeah.
They are playing on a nice edge right now, and I'm genuinely surprised that neither one of these teams have been bit. And, hey, 0-0, I mean, you got to play all on the line, but they are really, really geeking it close.
Yeah, I think they're, obviously they're trying to play fast. I think they're trying to overdo it. It's just, I think the difference in the players that they do have is great enough where it's really awkward to play super fast. Just like their play styles, I mean. But it seems to be working okay in this game, as, we're still 0-0. But these games, I actually hate to play in because I know whoever scores is going to be winning. Like matches like this either go into OT and end with a single goal, or
that is how OT
everyone
works,
tries
yes.
to score in the last 20 seconds.
I'm with you. I think this is going to be a 1-0 game. The question is, who is it going to be going to? We might see it right here at bar down OTJ.
Clanger. He doesn't even need. Honestly, he could just drop overtime. Be Jesus, just clang it mid-match. He doesn't even need the extra time. Now, can they hold on to it? This is also important. You cannot let up off of the gas. You need to keep pressure, because the last thing you want to do is let the Telecommuters have the ball. All they have to do is play solid, intelligent Rocket League, or do an air dribble and then get a second one for the next 45 seconds. Oh, no. Can he get the double? Oh, because Parker there
had to go in. That would have been the ice of the game right then and there, but Urbanauts just still letting the door open for Telecommuters, though. We see a lot more diving. This is going to get really ugly these last 30 seconds here. Telecommuters, again, life on the line. You need to survive. You have to go Game 7, or your season is done. Urbanauts trying to get their first win of the entire season, and they are 20 seconds away from doing it.
Urbanauts are doing a very, very good job of just keeping the ball really high in the air. Having said that, OTJ sends Prometheus to the Shadow Realm, which could have easily stopped a fantastic little team play. Now 3 seconds. This is it. The ball cannot touch the ground, or Urbanauts will have eliminated Kicker keeps it up for the Telecommuters. This is a crazy 0 second.
Togs has no boost.
Here. Kicker and Z-Whale up. Is anyone here
That's it.
to recover this? That is the game. Urbanauts staying alive here in the Div A playoffs. What is showing from a team 0-8 in the season. They do not care. They're coming back, making a lorem ipsum run. through the playoff bracket, and I'm really excited to see where this team goes.
They got their first win of the entire season. My God. I'm excited to hear what these boys have to say. All right.
I mean, what is... I just... You know what? My prediction was correct. I said 4-2 Urbanauts. Let's go. I think that's my... that might be my first ever prediction.
Yeah, let me drag these boys in here.
That was...
All right, boys. Hello.
How's it going?
I know you haven't. I know you haven't been here yet this season. Yeah. But hey, you made it when it matters. How's it feel to get the first win of the season?
Pretty spectacular, honestly. Feels good to have it figured out a little bit.
I would hope, without going into too much detail, how did you manage to finally break the curse?
I figured out how to play the game.
Shit, there you go.
There you go.
No, I don't. I wish it. No, I wish there was something profound. It's just I stopped being a moron.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. There's actually, I see it all too often, especially with myself. I just play like an idiot, and it holds me back in a lot of my games. But
can confirm.
You guys, all right. You know what, Alex? You know what? I'm not even. You're correct. I'm not. I can't say anything. But
Right.
no, I mean, fantastic showing out of you guys. How does it feel to just, you know, obviously you're like 0-8. You come into playoffs and you get eliminated. I will say, fantastic job taking 2 games off of Rob's Crocs, who is, I mean, the 1 seed. So extremely good team. And now, you know, 4-2 against the 4. You guys are the 8 seed. You guys, you know, I'm gonna be honest. On paper, you're not very good, but here you are, staying alive in land, the playoffs. I mean. And I guess, was there any kind of like mental shift? You know, I don't know how you guys were feeling in the regular season, but now that you're kind of, you know, bringing it back in playoffs, are you guys a lot happier with your playing, or like, how do you, I guess, generally feel about the whole situation?
I mean, I feel like it definitely feels better to be winning. So I mean, outside of that, I don't really. I don't know if I have anything else to add.
All right, so
You guys are quiet.
I'm gonna throw this one to Parker real quick. Is now you guys got to play Pound Town, right? So curious how you feel going against that game, or going into the game
teammate.
knowing that, you know, I mean, yeah, it's obviously against Remsy, your teammate, but also like they're tied as the number 1 seed. Is it just, hey, we won a game, no reason we can't win 2, or how do we feel going against that team?
We're feeling pretty good. They didn't look too good, to be honest, against whoever they played yesterday.
Misdemeanors.
So,
I believe.
Misdemeanors.
Yeah, unless misdemeanors just absolutely peaked.
I think they.
But
I think both.
They have
was
some
both.
holes that we can penetrate.
Nice.
Ayo, pause.
No, he said what he said. He meant it.
All right,
Yep.
going to Hochi J, my dude, my old teammate. First of all, thank you and Ecrux for being the first teammates to not leave the league immediately after being my
After you
teammate.
drafted.
So I literally went like 3 seasons in a row, or 3, whatever it is, 2 seasons in a row. Everyone left. So appreciate you sticking around. So
Oh, of course. Anytime, bro.
So question to you then, going to this one, right? So obviously, you got drafted by Parker and Togue. So I'm curious as far as like the vibes. Like obviously you guys have had a rough season, but how have you guys stuck with it going into playoffs? Like how do you guys keep up mentally, saying, you know, it's playoffs. It doesn't matter regular season. How do you guys keep the vibes up during these tough games in a tough season like this?
We've just kept everything, to be honest, pretty positive. Like trying to just reinforce when we do good things, try to talk to each other and things we want to change and try to work on and focus on. And I think mentally we're all just starting to connect. So the Cinderella story is on the way.
You guys are you guys are 1 win away, right? 1 win from the Cinderella story. Granted, you have a very tough opponent in front of you, but that is for a different day. So congratulations, boys, on the first one of the season. Hopefully it feels good. Kind of nice to see you guys in the winner's interview.
It is.
It's always,
I never have. No, I'm kidding. Also, I have to say, the OTJ, fantastic choice in headsets. It looks really, really good.
Though I think the logo on the hats is slightly
Thank you.
wrong, OTJ, compared
We
to
out
Coop,
here.
but, you know.
Yeah, but hey, mine's way better.
blur it
though.
out next
Hey, yo,
time.
peep the merch, guys. Now, one thing I do want to bring up, like really quickly before we do, the head out of here, but you guys scored a lot of your goals on transition. I haven't really watched a lot of your games. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is that a like normal thing for you?
I don't really think so. I think I kind of just noticed it a lot, especially with their like rotating through for demos a lot. There's just like kind of a lot of overcommits on offense. So
Okay.
I kind of mentioned like, hey, if we don't forehead every possible challenge or ball that's like not going in the net, probably some decent counter attack opportunities.
Well, it seemed to work pretty well because you guys probably had 12 goals off of just open net transitions. So keep it up, I guess. But
yeah, boys, congratulations.
Not all I got.
One win down, one to go to make it to land. So best of luck in the future. And I'm excited to see if you guys can complete the run. So congratulations.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thanks for streaming, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 games down with 1 to go, and I don't think we expected it, right? I don't think we.
I did. I said 4-2 Urbanauts. I didn't have any. Granted, I really didn't think that was actually gonna how it was gonna turn out, but that is true. It's a Cinderella run, and they're doing it well.
It's a Cinderella run indeed. But ladies and gentlemen, we have another match that we have to go to. So Coop, you're getting kicked out too. I got rid of you. Got rid of Omega.
Yeah.
But before you go, all right. Next, we have a phenomenal match in the Rob's Crocs versus Bulldozers to make it to land. So we had misdemeanors, right, are going through the upper bracket. The question is, who are they going to face? So we're going to have the entire upper bracket for Div A filled out for the land matches. Who do you think's going to take it?
Oh, let me pull this up. Honestly, I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know, because like whatever I say is just gonna be wrong. Like, it's such a they're so close. Like, I genuinely don't have an answer.
That's so cool, Coop.
I know that's
Give me
really
an answer.
boring.
No. I don't care if you flip a coin. Give me an answer. Give me something here.
See, who I think is gonna take the Div A? I'm gonna say misdemeanors.
Bro, they're not even playing the next match.
Oh, you're talking about the next one. I thought you were just talking about overall. Overall,
okay. I'm talking about the next match.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted by V-Storm saying my spreadsheet was broken. I'm gonna say Bulldozers. Honestly, like, the chem that they have is really, really good. Like, I say it every time that, yeah, on paper they're really weird, and like, not weird, just like very drastically different play styles, but they exclusively play with each other. They're very, very good, and the chem that they have is nuts. So honestly, I could see Bulldozers taking it very far.
Is that your answer? Are we putting it in stone? I didn't think this would be this difficult to get an answer out of you, to be honest.
It is. It is my answer. Sorry.
Bulldozers. There you go. All right, we can blame Coop then. So, all right, we have another match we got to get into. So we're gonna go to a little intermission in 10 minutes, get everything set up. So do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. Coop, appreciate you casting, and you get out of here, and we're gonna get the next one going. So adios, and we'll see you guys real soon.